It was one of the happenings at the December 1st pay-per-view Total Chaos from Portland Wrestling, which you can still buy on pay-per-view, fans. You can see how Timothy Thatcher became the brand new light heavyweight champion here in Portland Wrestling.
I don't know how many bloody times I have to tell you. It is the British Commonwealth. Right there's the Union Jack, mate. The British Commonwealth 15 stone or below Royal Championship. And you don't understand how happy I am when you work so hard to finally grasp something that you've reached for the entire time. And you've worked hard and... Wait, of course you wouldn't know that. None of you mongoloids here in Portland ever reach any goals or anything along that sort. So... this is one of my proudest moments. I beat Virgil Finn cleanly, proving I am the greatest technical wrestler and the greatest technical wrestling match you'll ever see on pay-per-view. And now tonight I have Dustin Snyder. Dustin Snyder, an amateur-style wrestler. Good, he likes to roll around a bit. I come from the Europe. I am a British-style wrestler, a man where technical wrestling was invented. The greatest, as you saw, the wonderful rules that it is. And tonight, I'm going to be victorious once again.
There it is, fans. Timothy Thatcher with some big words for Dustin Snyder. What are you going to do with that belt now?
You know what? Actually... Hayashi, I have something for you to do this evening. Since you can't seem to beat anyone in the bloody ring, I'm going to show you how it's done, and you get to clean my title. Make sure it looks very nice, shine it very good. I want to see my gorgeous smile in it. So that's your job for this evening, and what are you bloody doing? Use your own bloody coat.
Strong words from Timothy Thatcher. Let's head down to the ring with Ken Stillwell.
This match is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, weighing 15 stone from London, England. He is the self-proclaimed British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher. His opponent, weighing in at 198 pounds from Hood River, Oregon, Dustin Snyder.
There he is, Dustin Snyder. I am joined by the board of directors, the president of the board of directors, former Portland Wrestling longtime announcer who took over for Frank Bonema, Don Coss. Don, great to have you here this week.
Thank you, Frank. Boy, it is so good to be here. And this action, you know, it takes you back to the old Portland Wrestling.
It absolutely
really does. These guys just fly, and they fly with action. This is good. This is good.
Well, this is a non-title matchup. It is not for Timothy Thatcher's light heavyweight championship that he won at Total Chaos, the pay-per-view that is now available on Portland Wrestling on Comcast. Use your remote, go to pay-per-view, pick out Total Chaos Portland Wrestling. Unbelievable action that you see there for only $14.99, Don. The national companies, WWE, TNA, they're $39.99, $49.99, $50. $14.99. Portland Wrestling and Comcast really giving the fans their money's worth.
You know, after what we saw, after what happened, what exploded, they're charging 2 to 3 times the money for a third of the action and the excitement.
Absolutely.
You know, we made history with that one, Frank. Never before in the history of Portland Wrestling had there been a pay-per-view.
You've had extravaganzas at the Coliseum.
Oh, yeah.
You've had Maine versus Bourne at the Coliseum.
Yep.
You've had them at the Expo Center.
Yep.
You had Tuesday night specials that were off the charts. But pay-per-view, Don, historic Portland Wrestling. We'd like to thank the fans for making it all possible.
You remember, we had some of the, what were to be WWF and WWE superstars, Sergeant Slaughter and Kurt Hennig and all those guys.
Sure.
We had them here, but nothing like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like
Fans, you want to order that. The wrestlers, we understand, still recuperating from that barbed wire death match. From the TLC, fans, you can't believe the action. From beginning to end, there wasn't a second where you weren't just jaw-dropping looking at what was transpiring inside the ring.
Well, there are a couple of them recuperating in the hospital, Frank. One is still missing. I'm not going to give any names. I can say anything about it, but this was so unbelievable and so incredible. we're still
It's unbelievable.
it's still damage control.
Well, in the ring right now, self-proclaimed British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher, who won the light heavyweight championship at that, in the 2 out of 3 fall scientific, supposedly, matchup. It was some great wrestling. He is not putting his title on the line, but I understand that if Dustin Snyder does beat him tonight in this non-title matchup, that he is first in line to get a light heavyweight title match.
Well, it looks like Snyder and Thatcher are starting out with kind of a scientific match, but we've seen what can happen with these, Frank, over the years. They can turn into science fiction real fast.
Absolutely, but both of these men come in with tremendous credentials. We saw Dustin Snyder beat Hayashi 3 weeks ago here on Portland Wrestling using the Texas Cloverleaf. He is a submission specialist and an amateur wrestler with tremendous reputation in high school and college. He can take you down to the mat and just beat you with his wrestling skills.
Oh, hey, not only he, but most of these guys can. I mean, some of them resort to other measures, but in most of their backgrounds is pure wrestling, athletic ability, and experience.
Absolutely. And Dustin Snyder, as you saw last week, fans, in the sit-down interview Jim Valley had with him and Robbie Lance, he is really working with Robbie Lance to get Robbie back in shape and to help him make some of the life decisions that are the right ones for Robbie to make. And we're encouraged to see a great young man like Dustin Snyder, who actually left his job teaching the inner city kids in Philadelphia, to come back and help his longtime friend, Robbie Lance. And Don, we all could use great friends.
Oh, we need mentors. We need good friends like that. You bet. We've got too many enemies.
Absolutely. Fans, later on tonight, it is going to be the Butcher. The Butcher who bloodied up Cosmic River with the fork against Brian Zane. And Rick Luxury, the new leader of the High Rollers, versus Hayashi in another match that has implications in the rankings of the light heavyweight rankings to get a shot at Timothy Thatcher.
Now, that's later tonight.
Absolutely. Now, Don, if Hayashi, who is the partner or the servant, if you will, sometimes to Timothy Thatcher, if he was to beat Rick Luxury, would that put him in line for a shot against his partner?
Could very well. It could very well. You know, you still got time to call your friends and neighbors, tell them to tune in. Comcast Channel 14. Catch all this action. Look what we got coming up.
And you don't want to miss it. It's great on television, Don, but the next television taping, December 16th, is just next week, next Saturday night. Cleaver National Guard Armory, 33rd and Marine Drive. Adults, only $10. Kids 8 and under are free, 9 to 17, $5. Don, it doesn't get any better than that.
I heard there's a rumor that there could be a big fat guy with a beard and a red suit in there, and maybe even Santa Claus might be there.
Absolutely, Don Coss, and I understand that the board of directors has approved candy canes for everybody that comes through the doors.
Did we do that?
Absolutely. It doesn't get any better than that. Candy canes.
Is that what I wrote that check for?
Santa Claus.
Oh, my God.
And professional wrestling.
Oh, wow.
There you saw Dustin Snyder and Timothy Thatcher using true amateur skills in the ring. In the down position, Thatcher with the escape, but Dustin Snyder really was on top. This is what we saw at the pay-per-view. Timothy Thatcher has a lot of skills.
Absolutely. This is college or Olympic-style wrestling right here. That isn't, but it was.
Timothy Thatcher says he's using his mind.
That's a sneaky, dirty thing to do. And your opponent is expecting this to be a clean, scientific match, and then you pull something like that.
No, absolutely. But that is why Timothy Thatcher is your light heavyweight champion. He got that matchup against Virgil Flynn, the former champion at the pay-per-view, by winning match after match after match. The board of directors had no alternative. He was the #1 contender.
There was a rumor that he was related in the UK family to Margaret Thatcher. Is that true?
Well,
did she get her start like this?
He's got just a bit more facial hair than Margaret did, but just a bit.
Well, she had to wrestle with a lot of things.
Yes, she did.
Oh, no, here we go. Dustin's unloading a little bit, and Thatcher comes back.
Scientific matchup has gone out the window. It is turning into a Pier 6 brawl in the ring. Beautiful move, an arm bar, drops him right down. He's been working on Dustin Snyder's shoulder, a smart wrestling move.
Yeah, forget about friends, forget about scientific. It's for the money now.
Absolutely. Fans, we're going to get a word with Brian Zane A little more information on that young man from the University of Oregon trying to break into Portland wrestling, into wrestling in general. And it's a hard road, Don. You look at the veterans that we have here. You look at Mustafa. You look at the Cartel, the AOD. A young man trying to get in here, Don, he's got to be on top of his game.
He absolutely does. Thatcher with Dustin against the ropes, and now Dustin returns the favor and just throws him right down and do a little stomping now.
I think he's trying to return the favor. Listen to the fans chanting USA, USA, Don. They are squarely behind Dustin Snyder here on Portland Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. Into the ropes. Leg. Oh, beautiful leg trip takedown. And now here comes Dustin. He's going to feel that back to...
all the way to bloody England.
Back to the Beatles.
Absolutely. Fans, this matchup being brought to you by Portland's 88. Great vodka available at great bars and restaurants all around town. If your favorite watering hole doesn't have Portland's 88, be sure to ask for it. Or get out to Sabalas, where great music and Portland's 88 is being served.
Oh, that was a nice move by Thatcher. That didn't turn out exactly the way he wanted, but he still made something out of it. Takes Dustin down.
Good
got
move.
him wrapped up with the leg. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Ring the bell. That was a
What a move
maneuver
by Thatcher.
Don, he planned that. You could see a series of chain wrestling events that he set Dustin Snyder up for that. There he is in a non-title matchup, still coming away victorious. Your light heavyweight champion, British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
There you go.
Fans, we need to go to a commercial timeout. We will be right back with the Butcher in action, Don Coss. That man, there's no words to describe him. He tries, but I can't understand Arabic.